Hello, everybody. How's it going out there? David Nine here with the NATS Baseball Review. Hope everyone's doing well, safe, and happy. Had a good weekend. Happy. I am struggling today. This is the third time I've tried this video because I can't freaking talk for some reason. I'm just dragging ass today. Anyway, whatever it is, welcome to the channel. If you like me, want to make fun of me stumbling and talking over my lines, fine. Subscribe, notification bell, all that fun stuff. Go for it. But anyway, now it is time. I'm getting ahead of myself to the banners, but again, third time trying to do this. But the trade deadline has officially ended. It was 6 p.m. today. And of course, there should be some straggler deals that'll sneak through the pipeline, I'm sure, once everything, once everything finalized, I guess approved and cleared and all that stuff. But for now, the trade deadline is done, and it looks like we are done. We didn't make a whole lot of trades, but the trades we made were, I think, for the most part, pretty impactful, and they made sense. They made sense. Small teaser, C.J. Abrams is not being traded. He was not moved at the deadline, which I think is great because, the price for him would have been and should have been super high to move him. And apparently no team wanted to pay that price. I think the Red Sox were the most aggressive trying to pick up Abrams, but that didn't happen considering I think he leads the major leagues in RBIs, at least the National League, and he was National League July Player of the Month. So that's a big deal. Like, had a crazy month in July. He's having a career year. I think he's got career highs and everything already, and we're just now starting August. So Abrams is staying. Very good news there. So I'm very glad to see him staying. Hopefully we can lock up an extension. Not hold my breath on that one. I hope we can. Now, let's get to the trades. Of course, we know about the Curse Mead trade happening last week. A little update on that. Mead did break his hand his first game with Boston, so he is going to be out for several weeks. He may miss the rest of the season, sadly, for Boston. And we'll see how the pitcher we picked up goes. For him, I think he's supposed to make a rehab start today, and he did one bullpen session a couple of days ago. So if he can actually come back and pitch for us this season, I think that's a win. I think we've already kind of got the advantage in that trade. Now let's get to the trades that happened today. First, we'll start with the smaller one, a little crosstown trade. Nats Orioles made a small deal today. About, I think, 4 o'clock today was the trade. Let's put the screen here so you can look at my face and blinding you. Orioles are going to acquire Christian Franklin. He's one of our outfielders with us in the farm system. And in exchange, we're getting pitcher righty Joe Glassy in exchange. Now, the outfielder we're sending over with Rochester for the entire year. League average bat, 249. He has 6 home runs, 70 stolen bases, doing so, plays the corners. But again, we have a lot of outfielders, so it kind of makes sense that, he wouldn't be a priority for us. So he was definitely able to get moved. And if you look at who we got returned, this looked like a change of scenery, feeling a need, an organizational need kind of deal for both teams. In return, we got pitcher Joe Glassy. And Joe Glassy, very interesting numbers. He's 25 years old and hasn't played past AA. So the age is a little concerning, but he was undrafted free agent in 2024 by Baltimore. Has ERA of 2 and 17 appearances at the lower levels of minors last year. In high A and AA, he has 2.64 ERA in 32 thirds innings. And get this, a 42.1% strikeout rate and 24 appearances. So I personally think this is a pretty solid pickup. Now, again, is he a for sure thing? No. We probably won't see him at the big level this year. But considering this was pretty much like a swap for swap, a need for need kind of thing, we don't really lose anything this trade. I can live with this deal. Now I'll go to one that took place over the weekend. Now, Luis Garcia Jr. is officially a Yankee. He is going to the Yankees. Of course, the Yankees have been struggling offensively last month or so. Bellinger's hurt. Judge has some injury issues, and the offense just quite isn't what it's supposed to be. And Garcia, of course, I didn't know this. I read that he led the National League slugging percentage, which I did not know that. So a career year definitely for Garcia. So I figured he'd probably be moved because this would be the highest point of his value to be traded. We get the most for him. Now look at this trade here. Do a quick recap of what we got for Garcia Jr. Of course, going to his hometown, New York. We got 4 right-handed pitchers, Giovanni Cruz and Jake Bird, who played the big league level, and prospect Jake Siebert and Ben Grable. Now, Siebert is injured right now, but he's still a prospect. He's relatively young, so he won't be needed right away anyway. And in regards to two big league guys we got who probably help us right now, Jake Bird and Giovanni Cruz. Bird has been kind of inconsistent this season in regards to his performance, but on the mound, excuse me. But his advanced metric shows signs of hope. He has ERA of 6 right now, but his Sierra and adjusted ERA metric is 3.69, which is not bad. So that's something for us to hopefully build upon there. And he also has very good strikeout rates at 22.3% and walk rate 7.9%. Mainly, it's because of his batting average of balls in play of 364. So when they put in play, they easily reach. And of course, playing at Yankee Stadium doesn't seem to do him any favor. So we're hoping maybe playing at a more pitcher-friendly place would be better for him in that regard. Giovanni Cruz has thrown about 5 innings this season. Done good now, like a 1.6 ERA in that span. Has done good, but very small sample size. But again, consider how bad our bullpen is. This will be helpful. This will be an upgrade, which shows how little it takes to upgrade our bullpen. So I'm overall, considering what Garcia is, he's having a career to play. He's not great defensively, and he doesn't walk very much. I think this is a good deal for us. Moving him, getting the most we can for him right now. We probably wouldn't get this value for him at any other time. So we're not sure if he'll repeat this again. So we'll see how he does it in New York in that small right field short porch. And the last trade that happened a little before the deadline, definitely not the least, is I keep saying Forrest, the UFC fighter. Foster Griffin. See, I told you I can't talk today. Foster Griffin's going to the Guardians, and we're getting quite a few pitchers for him. Now, the talk was for Griffin that Astros were involved in talks to get Foster Griffin, but it looks like the divisional rival Guardians gave us a better offer. In exchange, we're getting 3 pitchers: a lefty, Will Dion, and Josh Hartle, getting a right-hander in Keniglis Burgess, and an outfielder in Nick Mitchell. Now, we signed Griffin to a 1-year, $5.5 million deal. And this has got to be one of the best, if not the best, free agent acquisition of anyone in the offseason, especially Nationals. By far our best pitching signing, much better than Mikolas and Little. So this is a great deal for us in regards to what we got for him in return. So a good breakout year for him in regards to that. In exchange, we're getting, again, 2 lefty pitchers, and one's a top prospect. So again, a nice little haul here. Pitchers that might be not be able to help us right now. They're in AA and AAA. Might be a huge help right now, but I think they will eventually be able to help us sooner than later. And considering how bad our bullpen is, and considering, like I said a minute ago, the learners are as owners, they really don't want to go out and sign any free agent pitching. So they think they get a good quality arm via trade, and it works out great, because I guess that's how they're going to do it. And there's not much we can do about that. So that's trade recap again. Not a lot of trades. There's been years we've had more trades, but it was kind of one of those things where Taboni picked the best of Bryce to move, the realistic move, and overall, I think he did a good job as a whole with this. We'll see how the pitchers pan out, because prior to this point, most of the pitching moves he has done outside of Griffin, I have been like scratching my head over. Barkin, Ben, injury-prone players. Guys who are on the decline. For the most part, they have not been good. But Griffin was the one exception to that rule. He was the one good one. And on paper, these trades don't look bad. So if I had to give him an unofficial grade, I'd probably give him a B overall. I mean, no lights out players here, but considering what he traded and what was invested money-wise, we haven't done too bad. So I think we did gain some net positive value in these deals. And that's it for this one. As always, thanks for watching. The rest of the year is probably going to be blah now, because the contention, we're out of it now, so I don't know how the uploads will go. Probably just do key uploads at this point and hit the major highlights as the season goes on. But and then the off season, we'll see what happens. So that's it for this one. As always, thanks for watching. Have a good week.